Did you know most of us waste hours every day? Studies find about 70% of workers report being distracted at work, and many admit losing 2 to 3 hours a day on low-value activities. Imagine reclaiming that time. Believe it or not, there's one surprising habit that can save you 5 to 10 hours per week, and no, it's not multitasking. It's the exact opposite. Stick around, because by 1500 hours I'll even share my personal daily focus template that saved me 10 hours a week. Mid-roll tease. Screen record this part and save it. Everyone wants productivity hacks, pomodoros, new apps, endless tips. But why do they fail? The answer lies in our biology. The brain can't truly do two hard things at once. What feels like multitasking is actually a rapid task switch, and each switch costs time, energy, and focus. Neuroscience shows every time we refocus, our cognitive efficiency drops. Psychologist David Meyer notes even brief mental blocks from switching can cost up to 40% of someone's productive time. In practice, that means jumping between email, chat, and work slows you way down. You may think you're getting more done, but you're actually getting less for your effort. Distractions also hijack your brain's reward system. Every ping or buzz triggers a rush of dopamine, a tiny hit of pleasure and anticipation. That makes us crave interruptions. One glance at a notification pulls your attention away and leaves you refocusing. Comment your biggest distraction below. Harvard researchers warn that multitasking increases mistakes and robs working memory, making problem-solving harder. The result? You spend longer on tasks, make more errors, and feel mentally exhausted by day's end. Meet Sarah. She used to work 12-hour days answering endless emails and texts, yet at 5 p.m. she'd feel drained with half her to-do list undone. Then she discovered the power of focusing on just one thing at a time. Burnout is another red flag. Constantly splitting focus drains cognitive energy, increases stress, and lowers productivity. In one survey, people reported that toggling tasks not only slowed them down, it left them mentally fried and less satisfied by day's end. In short, common hacks fail because they ignore how the brain actually works. Focus is finite, and distractions are deceptively expensive. So what's the fix? The science-backed solution is single tasking, sometimes called monotasking, giving one task your full attention before moving on. Studies at top institutions have confirmed it. Stanford University researchers found that people bombarded with multiple streams of information perform worse on attention and memory tasks than those who focus on one thing. In fact, heavy media multitaskers scored lower on a task-switching test, likely because they couldn't filter out distractions. And neuroscientists agree, when our brains task switch, we gain errors and lose time. Productivity plummets by about 40% according to one study. Yes, 40%. That's peer-reviewed data, not hype. Even experts back this up. Harvard medics report that multitasking makes you less likely to retain information in working memory, and more prone to mistakes. Put simply, trying to do many things at once often means doing none of them well. By contrast, focusing on one thing lets your brain settle into flow, a state of deep, immersive concentration. In fact, flow researchers, led by Csikszentmihalyi, find that single-task flow boosts performance, motivation, and even enjoyment. High performers, from top athletes to CEOs, know this. They protect focus time. When you lock in on one goal, you start accomplishing tasks faster and with higher quality. This isn't just theory, it's peer-reviewed science showing why single-tasking outruns multitasking. The 4-step single-task formula. Follow these steps to harness single-tasking in your day. Step 1. Pick your priority. Start by listing all tasks, then choose the single most important one, or break big projects into one-at-a-time chunks. Example, instead of juggling email and research, decide, I will focus only on drafting this report for the next 60 minutes. This clear goal primes your brain to apply full attention. Step 2. Eliminate distractions. Before you begin, turn off all notifications on phone and computer. Close unrelated tabs and apps, and put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Even small alerts can break focus. Research shows that just hearing a notification can measurably impair sustained attention. Remove anything you don't need. Quick win: schedule short breaks for email or social media after your work block is done. Step 3. Time block and use Pomodoro. Set a timer for your focus period, e.g. 25 to 45 minutes. Work on the task with full attention until the timer ends, then take a 5 to 10 minute break. This could be the classic Pomodoro technique. Studies suggest that blocking off dedicated, deep work time makes you about 5x more productive than constant multitasking. Even dedicating one solid hour can yield the same output as scattered hours. Parkinson's law means a task expands to fill the time you give it. If you allocate 1 hour, you'll do it in 1 hour, often faster. Step 4. Review and repeat. After each focus session, briefly review what you accomplished. Take a short break, stand up, stretch or do a quick walk to refresh. Then pick the next single task and repeat the cycle. Over time, you'll train your mind to dive into work and resist distractions. By applying these steps, you train your brain's attention muscles. In practice, you'll start powering through tasks with more focus and less fatigue. Even just turning off your phone yields a mental lift. No more dopamine-triggered interruptions. Time blocking like this has a surprisingly fast payoff. You'll feel the difference by tomorrow, many users report. But I'm too busy/creative to single task, you might say. The truth is even the busiest people benefit. Top CEOs often block focus hours each day and encourage unplugged work, because research shows it works. And creative minds? Flow state research tells us that inspiration comes fastest when you're fully immersed in one challenge. Trying to tackle ideas on 10 fronts just scatters your mind. Consider elite athletes. They prepare mentally by locking in on one play at a time, training focus as a skill. In work terms, this is the equivalent of your pre-game routine: clear the slate and concentrate. Multitasking isn't a shortcut to more done. It's a credit card debt of efficiency. You pay it back with interest via errors and exhaustion. Even research in high-pressure environments finds that when people switch tasks frequently, productivity drops by up to 40%. Rather than spreading yourself thin, ask, how much faster and clearer could I work by honoring one task at a time? Comment below if you've fallen for the multitasking myth. You're not alone. Imagine this: it's 3 p.m. and you're done with your day's work. Your mind feels clear instead of cluttered. You made real progress this morning, rather than checking social media 20 times. That can be your reality, and you'll feel the difference by tomorrow. Remember, this isn't hype, it's peer-reviewed science showing how focus actually works. If you found this helpful, tag someone who needs this. Send this video to your most distracted friend. And of course, smash that subscribe button. Next week I'll show you one simple meal hack to double your energy. Thank you for listening, stay focused, and we'll see you in the next video.